Ellie, can y'all still hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, I'm not sure y'all are sharing anymore. Like,
We should, you should
we
be able
can't
to.
see you guys anymore.
Oh, you mean? I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah, not the
I see.
agenda. Yeah,
There you go.
there we go.
Okay, now you can see us. You can see
Yeah,
my screen, Dane. You're good.
yeah, I can see your screen and then I can see you guys as well.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, we have met quorum for today. I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Dane is going to go ahead and start with roll call. So when you hear a name, please say here.
Okay, I will do that in 1 second. Allie, can you record this real quick?
I am recording.
Okay, great. Right. Senator Hebb, Senator Orozjaka, Senator Figueres, Senator Page, Senator Okafor, Senator Meyer, Senator Kirby, Senator Campbell, Senator Kelly, Senator Francis,
Presence.
Senator Arcienko, Senator Obiora, Senator Lopez,
Here.
and Senator Desharla.
Here.
All right, that's roll call. Has anyone not been announced?
I believe Senator Carnes. You haven't been announced. What's your name? And Senator Gomez. Senator Gomez is here. And Chief Justice Peters. Okay, now that we've done roll call, we would normally move on to approval of minutes. We have no minutes from last week due to the fact that it was just senator training. So is anyone here for open forum? Seeing none, I'm going to move on to speaker's podium. We don't have anyone this week, so I'm going to move on to officer reports. So what I've been doing, I've been meeting with a lot of the faculty and staff on campus, getting their opinions, on what SGA should focus on for this year, what they would like to see from us, and how we could better help them to stay connected to the student body. I've been working really hard this summer on getting shirts for us all, getting us prepared for the coming year. So I think it should be really good. We have a lot of events planned and we're super excited. Vice President Romero.
This past week, I met with Jamie and Sodexo as an intro meeting for Midnight Breakfast. Connected with Daniel there as well, who also works with Sodexo. Also had a conversation with Jamie and Brooks in marketing for Midnight Breakfast. We received the pocketbook constitutions for our Constitution Day event, which is really nice. And sent out last touches to Nick Van Back in the library for a trivia section of Constitution Day, and had a discussion with Dane about how we can update the event section on our SGA.
Secretary Adams.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I couldn't be there today, but I will be back next week. I've been working on a lot of different things. That includes updating many different websites under the Student Government Association purview. There's a lot of inconsistencies that I have had to update due to the transfer over from the old website to the new. Some new things that we picked out, as well as improper links to even old senators and old officers. So we have that updated. And then, yes, I've also been working on updating the Constitution Day website. So now that's up to date for information for this year. And then lastly, I've also been working on social media content from Instagram posts to the TV flyers, all to illustrate the upcoming Constitution Day event.
Treasurer Mercado.
At work this week, working on the presentation that we will see later on this meeting for the budget and the SGAC presentation, as well as working on how to make SGAC better and getting 3 SGAC requests in for this week's SGAC committee. So, yeah.
Chief of Staff Richardson.
Good afternoon, everybody. Chief of Staff Richardson. I've been getting ready for the year, getting all the Constitution stuff ready for the committee. I've been taking a look at all of the dates and times for things, making sure we've got everything arranged. I'm going to be communicating with Soren about the Chief Justice stuff, making sure that everything's ready to go. You guys are all set. Elections are coming up, so we're getting ready for them as well. I'm excited to have more people in SGA to talk to about stuff. I do have some other stuff that I will talk to you more about after elections. So you have that to look forward to. But that's pretty much it for now. So.
Thank you. Moving on to committee reports. We actually just had a committee meeting in the last hour, so that was my fault. Secretary Adams is going to give his committee report.
Okay, yes, we just had our communications committee at 4:30. This is our first committee that we've had for the year, and we set expectations with senators. I got to show them some of the things I've been working on, from the Instagram stories and posts to the TV flyers. And I've also gotten to speak with them about different collaborations that we will have over the upcoming newsletter, and then the midnight breakfast shirt designs moving forward.
Thank you. Moving on to student voice reports. First is the Honors College.
Also, August 22nd, Bill submitted for members, we got to know all kind of like amenities for the week, we went over the rules, so we prepared ourselves for mentoring the freshman students. August 24th was our presentation where all the honor students came, and Dr. Sturford did the topic of our presentation was storytelling. So this year is going to be storytelling as well. Also, classes for the English classes started, as well as honors economics and other honors classes as well. We have mural unveiling for the September course, and so Emily Jasper, one of our students, she says here now, she painted a beautiful wall. If you go to like this typical upstairs is for like the honors classrooms, you can see like a huge wall painted. And it's just peaceful reading. So, a lot of us have meetings at 7 a.m. on Wednesdays. It's each Wednesday, and elections for August are coming up as well. On September 27th, we're going to be at the play Shakespeare in Art in Dallas. It's happening this year. On September 23rd, it's going to be a Julius Caesar Science Symposium, and on September 25, it's going to be also a symposium.
Thank you. Moving on to the College of Business.
Nothing pertinent has come up. We're having for all business. So we have some businesses donate to our school. The SSA target student site from resource development is having
Thank you. College of Nursing.
So the nursing students, the students started. So that means pre-nursing and nursing, they're all in here getting ready for school. So I've heard pre-nursing students have started to take exams this week, and then for nursing students, they're starting to take exams next week. The nursing building is complete. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'm excited to go through it and see what it looks like. Some nursing professors don't have offices because of the new building. And so they're mostly having to do office hours online, and because of that, students are finding it difficult to meet office hours that are online. And they don't feel as online will meet their requirements as much as in person would. And then the computer lab, we don't have access to it. So nursing students are going to be taking their exams in the pharmacy building, and the university will be giving them computers to take the exams on. Oh, also, one more thing. Nursing students are also having trouble scheduling advisor meetings because of the new building switch as well.
Yeah, she sent her page, she did pretty much everything. I have received a lot of comments about advising, whether it is issues communicating, issues trying to set up appointments, and that was even prior to the new building switch. It's definitely, I'm unsure if they are overloaded or if there's some communication breakdown somewhere. The levels of 1 through 4 are they're going into their second week. Level 1 has their first pharmacology exam Monday, so there's a lot of excitement, a lot of nervousness going around, and we will be taking it at the College of Pharmacy. We're unsure if that's a permanent thing. As of right now, the reason is that that is a room that can accommodate us, because it is all 120, 130 of us. And the university should be providing laptops for everybody. Yeah, if you haven't yet, the new building is absolutely beautiful. Really recommend checking it out. The sim labs are amazing. Other than that, we're starting off the year strong. So
Thank you. Does anyone have anything to add for old business? Seeing none, I'm going to move on to new business. I entertain a motion to recap senator training. Okay, that was carried and seconded. So senator training went really well. There are some people that are still missing their senator training, but I'm planning on setting up meetings with them sometime in the next few weeks, especially because we're going to have a lot of new senators with elections coming up. So that's really exciting. Looking to fill up the Senate a lot more and get more people involved in SGA. Overall, I thought it went really well. I feel like there's a lot of things to be learned, and it can be scary and challenging, but you're all doing a really great job, and we appreciate that. So that's all I have for senator training recap. I entertain a motion to open a budget and SGAC presentation. Carried and seconded. Okay, Eliza.
This has kind of been all summer working on this and getting it finalized. So we're going to do two things, which is talk about the budget and the SJC guidelines for the year. So first up will be the SGA budget. Wow. Over the years, I was able to gather information from 2018 all the way up to last year. So if you look at the numbers, you can kind of see the progression that we've had in our SJC budget and a few changes that have happened throughout the years. Next slide. And this is where we get into the last 2 years. Now, last year's budget is slightly wonky due to some misinformation from last year, but this is what I was able to gather from the share drive and a few conversations with Josh. And this pie chart kind of represents the budget from last year as well. So for the budget for this year, I did quite a few changes with a lot of consideration. I kept SGAC the same because we can see the progression throughout the years, and I believe that we can possibly use all 10. Yeah, $10,000 this semester, this next year. SGC marketing will also stay the same, just to, again, to the progression. I felt like there was no need to change it. A few changes is the fact that I did decrease senator projects. Thank you, that makes so much more sense. By $200 due to the inactivity for the last 4 years. Satellite campus projects and events have been put into one category and decreased by $600 due to the inactivity for 5 years. Student travel has been decreased by $250 due to inactivity for 2 years. And our safety net has been decreased by $350 due to uses in other areas could be used. So the positives. Events have been increased by $700 due to the overture over the last 3 years. Senator training has been added back for a total of $200 and will also be used as a secondary safety net if needed. And SGAC award/banquet has been added back $500 and will be used as a safety net again as needed, because even though we want a nice banquet, we do use that as a safety net. Next. So when we look at the budget breakdown, this is kind of the pie chart that was created. You can see that obviously the two most used categories are the SGAC committee and the events. So any questions? Good. Yes.
Center page. Will this be like split in between the 2 semesters, and would it be like, so we have $10,000 for SGA for the year? Would that be 5,000, or would it just be collected 10,000?
So it does get split in the beginning, but if somehow we don't use the full budget, it just carries on from fall to spring.
Any other questions? Yes. So I entertain a motion to vote on the SGA budget for this year. Okay. All those in favor of the SGA budget for this year, please raise your hands. All those not in favor, please raise your hand. Any abstentions? Okay, that does pass. So we're gonna move on to SGAC policies.
So over last year, I've had plenty of conversations with prior treasurers and Josh as well, and I'm ready to present this. So everything that is in yellow and or red are changes. Some are small changes, others are a little bit bigger. Mainly pronunciation and spelling. Trying to look for a big one. Is there a big one? Article. Oh yeah, that one too. I noticed that last year, even though we did regulate this, it was not necessarily put straight into words. Article 5. All SGC requests must be made 3 weeks prior to your scheduled event. I just laid it out straightforward. And then Article 7 is brand new. General assemblies and or meetings, wow, I can't speak, can only be funded by SGAC once per semester. The reasoning of this is because we would love our organizations to really take advantage of the SGAC money and use it for the whole student body and not just specific organizations. we understand the need to get recruitment, and that is part of the reason we said, okay, one meeting. But this also gives organizations a chance to be creative with their events, use that money responsibly and in a way that makes sense to the whole student body. Thanks. Again, just adding straightforward, no more than 2 or more general assemblies or meetings per semester. And then this statement from section 4, article 1, subsection 2, subsection A. This statement has been in the SGA guidelines for a very long time, but has never been fully regulated. And I also changed the wording a little bit to represent what SGA is and saying that the events are being funded by us, but they may not necessarily reflect our opinions or views of us. Does that make sense? Again, the schedule 3 weeks prior to your scheduled events. In another location as well to make it cohesive and understanding. Section 6, subsection, I don't even know what number that is, so don't quote me on it. I added the fact that if an authorized representative of the organization is over 10 minutes late, which is your whole block that I have scheduled for your hearing, will be resulting in automatic forfeit of your time slot and will need to be rescheduled if possible. Now, if an event is that following week, most likely it will not be scheduled, but it is just because we want to respect our senator's time, our advisor's time, and it's a respect thing, so. I think that's it. No, that's all the big changes.
Any,
questions? Yes.
Not, this is Chief of Staff Richardson, not really a question, but just kind of add on, so I know what the reasoning is behind that. It's not also just about respecting like part-time senators and stuff like that, but also other student organizations who want to get something done. We don't want to be getting in the way of them by decision rating. So
Yes.
That's a lot of why that is.
Yes, true. If someone's running behind, then that makes the whole schedule run behind, so we have to think of the other student orgs as well. Any other questions?
I believe Dane's hand is raised, actually. Sorry, let me go back. They disappeared.
Yes, my hand is raised.
There he is.
Go ahead.
Hand is raised. I'm asking this now only because I may not get to ask in a minute. When is the first SGAC meeting this semester?
It will be this Thursday, as soon as this policy gets approved, hopefully. I will be sending it out tonight and or tomorrow morning, depending on how tired I am. To the organizations, because we do have 3 SGAC requests in our file, so this is urgent. And I have a
Okay.
meeting, so.
Okay,
Did you have a question? I just wanted to point out the fact that his hand is raised.
Okay, thank you. Okay, no other questions? Yes, Senator Page.
Said, you know, 1 general assembly or general meeting, but then you also mentioned that there are 2 general assemblies. Those the separate things or?
Yes, so one is for what we will allow, the other one is what if someone wants to put in a request, it's in another section saying prohibited. It's saying to handle more general assemblies will not be funded. The wording is different for the two, but it means the same exact thing.
Anybody else? Okay. Seeing none, I entertain a motion to vote on the SGAC proposed changes. That was carried and seconded. All those in favor of the SGAC proposed changes, please raise your hand. If you are online, please also vote. All those not in favor, raise your hand. Any abstentions? Okay, that is passed by vote. Okay, I'm gonna pull back up the agenda. Moving on to advisor comments. Josh cannot be here tonight. He wishes well wishes to you all. Unfortunately, he had to be at home today. Announcements. So our fall election is coming up. Anyone who wants to sign up for that, it is ending. The deadline is this Friday. So we have a pretty good number of people. We'd love to see more, of course, but it's looking pretty good right now. We have had a lot of, reach out and people wanting to join. So it's really been nice. We need you to join committees. I know there's not that many of you, but as many committees as you can join. We are meeting this week, so it's really important for us to get those committees, get joined into those committees and be active in those. We do need Constitution Day volunteers. If you are able to volunteer next Tuesday, the 17th, not all day, please come see me after the meeting. I'd love to talk to you about it. And then we will have online senator training coming up soon. Everybody who did not attend or is new, I will be having online senator training with. So I believe Dane has a announcement for Delta Gamma.
Hi, everyone. Delta Gamma reached out to me today as the Secretary of Student Government. They wanted me to relay some information about an event they have coming up. It's called Anchor Splash on October 4th from 4 to 6 p.m. And they would love for us as an organization to get involved. This is something that you create a team as. So anyone that's interested up to a certain amount creates a team representing student government. And they told me a little bit about this event, it being a synchronized swimming event. So if anyone's interested in that, they wanted me to tell student government as well as our executive board. So if any of you are interested, let me know, reach out to me. There is a registration fee, which is $20 for a team, which we can discuss at a later time. But it's going to be including organizations from all across campus.
Yes, I know in the past SGA has been included in that. We've done some interesting routines. So it's always a really fun event. It's really funny to watch. I'd really encourage you, if you're not on a team, to go. If you're in other organizations or you want to do one for SGA, please let me know. We can set something up. Yes, Robert.
Thank you, Madam President. Chief of Staff Richardson, on the topic of water. I'm not sure if any of you have been by the student government office as of late, but there was an event that happened, not a scheduled one, that resulted in some damage to the office. So we're not currently physically in there. If you guys want to stop by for any reason to ask questions or anything, we are presently upstairs in student engagement. You can ask for us. We'll probably just be around during off-ramps hours. So don't think we're gone. We are still around, but please keep that in mind if you want to get in contact with us. Yeah, broken pipes are not fun.
Yes, we will be in.
So as a very interesting video, but
Yes.
So
We will be in student engagement for the foreseeable future. We will let you know when that changes, but you're always welcome to come see us. Josh is in student engagement as well, so we'd love to see you guys still. We're in good spirits in there, so yeah.
also on a quick secondary note, the Constitution and Balance Committee's first meeting is tomorrow at 11. After we get elections done, we will be revoting to make sure that's still a good time for everybody. I know people have already voiced concerns, so we'll look at times for that. But I also wanted to mention that. Are there any other committee meetings that are have yet to be mentioned? The floor.
Treasurer Mercado, SGAC will be meeting this Thursday again. And I'm super excited because it will be my first SGAC meeting as treasurer. And I would love as many of y'all to join the committee as possible, because the more people, the more votes. That means the more represented the student body is. So definitely consider it, and if you want to, I need to send that email out by tomorrow morning to y'all, so y'all can look at the proper documents, so please let me know.
Okay, hey guys, VP Romero. We do have Constitution Day coming up, so if you want to join the events committee, we have our first meeting tomorrow at 1. Right now, I think I might have to do Zoom because not sure how it is in the office right now, or if it'll be fixed tomorrow. But, yeah, probably not. But I'll probably do Zoom, so I'll send that out in the group meet. So if y'all want to join that, please, talk to me after the meeting. And then we do still need Constitution Day volunteers, as Ali mentioned before. Please talk to either of us and we can set that up. If it's just like, you can help out like 15 minutes maybe, that's still very much.
Yes, and next week, I forgot to add, we do have Constitution Day next week. Please, if you'd like to volunteer, even if it's for a short time, come see me after the meeting. We'd love to have you. We'd love to get to know you. So, that's all I have. So I'm going to adjourn. I'm going to move to adjourn. Entertain a motion to adjourn. Sorry, guys. Thank you.
Bye, babe.
Everybody wait by today.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a great day.
Yeah, if anybody wants to